Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Hope you guys have been finding the content enjoyable. Noticing the spike in views lately, so that's pretty cool. Again, this is the reintroduction for anyone who doesn't know us. Just a small group of friends who happen to play Warzone often. I myself play other games, Halo and Counter-Strike right now. Those are the ones that really seem appealing to me. I mean, they're all so free to play. I played Rainbow Six Siege for a little bit, but I just don't like it. I'm sorry. It's not bad, but like the mechanics of it compared to like the older Rainbow Six games, it just doesn't do it for me. On top of the fact that it's riddled with hackers. I mean, like, I'm just getting like shot through like 3 rooms over, and it's like, dude, it should just piss me off. But, you know, yeah, that makes us MAG Clan, the Mercenary Assassins community. Again, we thank you for the channel, guys. We really do this for us. You know, this is just kind of like our little, social media blog, just a way for us to go back through game footage. However, we see that we've received a lot more comments lately and views, and any inputs, any questions, commentary, it's awesome, man. You know, feel at home here. Also noticing too that a lot of these other guys, these larger platforms, they've been definitely watching this page. I've noticed that they've been like stealing ideas and content. So for any new content creators out there, definitely watch your stuff. Definitely safe keep your things for the right moment. Copyright your work, your logos, everything, because these guys who've been around for a little while, and as unoriginal as they are, they will steal your stuff. I've noticed that they're all like the same fish swimming in the pond, and they all basically say the same thing, especially when it comes to stuff like Call of Duty. I've noticed, like, you can even look at like the release of when they drop the videos. It's all within like the same 1 to 3 hour time frame. It's like these guys know each other personally, they talk, and they all make their content drops at the same time, and they all say the same shit. Like, they'll take one thing, make a 10-minute video dissecting a sentence that, Activision stated, or there's like nothing original about these guys, man. Anyways, later for them, I wanted to address a topic about gaming which was curious to me from what I'm noticing. And it's like, yeah, dude, what's up with this? Why is all the shading and the color palette schemes in most of these video games like super fucking bright now? It's like they have this obsession with making these maps like increasing the contrast and the sharpness on them so bright that you can't even fucking look down the optic anymore. Namely snipers, which is what for some reason a lot of these games are trying to kill off. I'm gonna make a video about that, how they're destroying power weapons too. But it's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, I miss the aura of these old school real shooters. The gritty feel that the shading and the contrast used to help, even more so in like military style games, right? Or FPSs, if you will. Because it's like, dude, that's kind of like the whole theme at hand, you know? It's like gore, it's violence, it's bombs, it's explosives. That's why we have ratings, so we don't have kids and children who aren't like mature and old enough to play this shit, right? But it's like they keep making like these bright cotton candy gay colors, if you will, so they can appeal to, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of these children, like for some reason. On top of another fact with a lot of these guys and their skill issue, they hate being like assassinated, they hate guys who have a stealth style of play. It's weird. Shading and darkness in games helps not only just so much in that aspect of advocating for the play styles, right? But it also helps in performance as well. Like, it helps to make the characters pop out more. And despite what people think, nowadays with the way that these games are made with the ultra brightness set to maximum, right? It's like everything is just like a walking blob on your screen. You know, it's ridiculous. It's like, it's so funny to me how they did this, because, you know, they would complain about how, oh, it's hard to see in corners, like there's only so many in a map, right? Like, but now they've made it impossible to see everywhere in the map because the brightness is jacked up so high. It's ridiculous. It's so funny to me because, you know, back then you had like the light enough camo, you could use things like the corners and your environment to, you know, have like an advantage on the enemy, which is a perfectly viable option for fighting. You know, there's no law on how you're supposed to play a video game, dude, which is what I just don't understand that people don't seem to grasp. You know, just because it has guns doesn't mean you're supposed to run and gun. Actually, quite the contrary, because bullets fucking hurt a lot. Yeah. Like, it only takes a couple of them, especially a headshot, one to the head, to finish an opponent. That's why, historically, games with headshots have always been, like, instant kill, because that's the most vital part of the human body. Like, the fuck? FPSs and shooting games in general are always supposed to, capitalize on a sense of slow pacing. Because, dude, you're shooting fucking bullets. This isn't a boxing match, right? The bullets aren't rubber, bro. You're supposed to hide. You're supposed to use, peeker's advantage. You're supposed to use corners. You're supposed to be tactical, because it only takes a couple of bullets to down an opponent. Like, fuck. In real life, in video games, like, I just don't get it. And it's funny because Gun Rise is on the all-time high now, and they want to blame video games. Well, let's just say they play video games, right? Well, go fucking figure. All the kids think that the guns that they play, the bullets don't really kill. They probably believe they have to empty up a clip to actually hurt somebody. Think about that. Look at the correlation. So, not to deter from the topic, but, I mean, hey, it makes perfect sense why these kids are doing shit like that and don't take weapons seriously or firearm training seriously because of the stuff that they're exposed to, right? So that's just my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking weird, dude. I don't understand why these games are so obsessed with these super bright colors and you can't see nothing and you're looking down a scope and, the sun in the game that you're playing is blinding you from taking a clear shot. It's exactly why shading in every dimension of artistry is important. It's supposed to be able to help colors pop better. Don't take my word for it. Look at the older games that did it better. I mean, seriously. I don't need to make examples. Hell, look at some of the footage and look at how clear the character models appear. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. It's almost funny. Again, like I was saying before I got sidetracked, I do this sometimes. Now the colors are so bright, I can wear, all white skins, and it's like I'm practically invisible. People are aiming all over the place trying to hit me, but no one's complaining about that for some reason. I don't get that. It's stupid, man. That's one thing I just really can't stand about the gaming community. A lot of these streamers and guys that get up on Twitter and any of these social media platforms do not know what the fuck they are talking about. I mean, I've seen debates about PC versus console hacks, which I'm going to get into that. I've seen these guys bitch and nag about what's going to make games play better, even though you study them and see that they're in like the sharpest decline of the player population ever. Honestly, not everybody should have a voice. I personally think that a lot of these guys that you all listen to have just really honestly started playing games within like the past 5 years. I mean, I took a break from this shit because, you know what I'm saying, trying to focus on real life shit, A man shouldn't be sitting around playing video games all day anyways. That shit's honestly a luxury for rich people. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the high economy. You know what I'm saying? So, my personal opinion on it, you gotta get your life together, man. But regardless of, what you feel about that, it still stands. Like, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about with these games, man. And I really wish these developers would stop listening to these asshats because they don't know what they're doing. They're destroying games. You know what I mean? Shit's gotta change, bro. But anyway, that's my little rant on, these new games today and their horrible color palettes, how terrible they look, how hard it is to actually see. Bro, you need shading in the games, man. Slap that shit back in there, especially when it comes to FPS. I'm tired of these games looking like a 5-year-old fucking Super Mario RPG, bro. Like, give me a fucking break, man. Anyways, Mercenary Assassins Gaming, we are up and we are out of here. Tune in for the next one, guys. We're going to start keeping these coming a lot more often, maybe once a week instead of once every 2 weeks. We do bi-weekly video releases, but, I'm going to start talking about other topics. I've been fucking retarded-ass Call of Duty. Fuck that game.